Yeah, comrades, the All India Insurance Employees Association has called upon all insurance employees, both in LIC and the public sector general insurance companies, to make the two-day strike on 28 and 29 a huge success. The AIA has joined the central trade unions and a large number of independent federations in giving a call for this strike. Why we have given a call for this strike, the reasons, the demands that are projected in this strike is already known to you. Basically, for the insurance employees, there are 4 demands which are very important now. Number 1, our opposition to the LIC IPO and the privatization of the general insurance companies. Number 2, the unjust delay in settling the wage revision in the public sector general insurance companies pending for the last 5 years. Third, they promised improvement in the family pension and other issues related to the pension, the recommendation of which have been sent to the government by both LIC and GIC long time ago, is not getting honored. And finally, the AIA has also projected a demand that there should be recruitment both in LIC and the public sector general insurance companies. These are very important demands. We don't have to justify these demands because we have been campaigning on these demands for a very long time. And every single insurance employee is convinced that these are very justified demands and the government unnecessarily is going ahead to demolish the Life Insurance Corporation of India through a IPO and the public sector general insurance companies through privatization of very successful public institutions. There is no reason for the government or GIPSA to deny the wage revision for the general insurance companies. But what we find is that the buck is being passed on by GIPSA to the finance ministry and the finance ministry to the GIPSA. And you would have come across a recent letter by Minister of State for Finance addressed to a MP, Mr. Venkateshan of Madurai, where it is told that the government is yet to receive any recommendation from GIPSA. And this is an absolute lie. And this is just to get themselves absolved of all responsibilities. The third issue, the LIC sent the recommendation for increase in the family pension, which now has been conceded to the Reserve Bank of India and to the banking institution, and the board of LIC which approved it 2 years back and sent the proposal to the government for notification, that is still not done. And because the AIA followed it up with the GIPSA also sent the recommendation to the government saying that we are also willing to increase the family pension to 30% without any limits. But that recommendation also is gathering dust with the Ministry of Finance. Then there is no recruitment that is taking place. The number of employees are coming down, whereas the number of policies are going up. And there is a tremendous pressure on work. So we are asking the government and the LIC and the GIPSA that taking into consideration the increased workload, increase in the business volume, it is necessary that you should go for recruitment. But that genuine demand also has fallen on deaf ears. So then, what is it that we can do? Except register our protest, except tell the government that, yeah, we'll shout so loud by making our strike successful that you can hear the genuineness of our demands, and you must come to the table, settle the issues by discussion. But then a trade union movement is not responsible just for the employees in a particular institution in which it operates. It is also responsible for the general society as a whole. And the 10 central trade unions and the independent federations, they have raised certain demands. The demands are very simple. Have a minimum wage. And then we have said that take back all the laws that you brought about that would hurt the interest of the Indian working class. Then we have also said that India and the workers especially do not have a social security. You should bring a social security, universal social security for all the workers in this country. And we have also said that a large number of workers are employed in agriculture sector, and today the agriculture sector is demanding the remunerative prices which you are unwilling to give, and whatever promises you made to the farmers agitation that you will consider the minimum price support and the other issues raised by the agitation, you have gone back on that, you have still not considered it. And therefore, apart from the AIA, the independent federations in the banking, in steel, in mines, in port, in BSNL, and the organized and the unorganized sector trade unions represented by the central trade unions, they have decided that we had to fight and force the government to change its economic policy. Our experience has been that we can resist the policy of the government to some extent, individually, as a trade union, sector wise, representing that sector. But if you had to change the policy of privatization, change the policies which are creating huge income inequalities, change the policy which is heaping miseries on the common people in this country, that can be done only by forging a united platform and bringing about all sections of the working people, including the farmers, into this agitation and force the government to make a course correction. And that is the reason why this strike of 28 and 29 is important. The unity of the working class is important to take their own economic issues forward, to take their own social issues forward, and to find solution to those social issues. And that is the reason why the AIA has called upon all the insurance employees to make this strike total. And I am sure that you have been working in all the branches of LIC and the public sector, general insurance companies, to make the strike successful. But our responsibility does not end with making the strike successful only in our institution. We have the ability to campaign, we have the ability to bring about wider sections of the society into the movement to oppose the economic, social, and communal policies of the government. And that is the task that we need to undertake. So I request you on behalf of the AIA to make the strike of 28 and 29 March 2022 a glorious success.